I'm just looking at the live stream starting team countdown.
No, the live stream has already started. That's why I be trying to get y'all to stay off of the YouTube link. What's funny is the fact that y'all feel like y'all need to engage with the audience.
Oh no, I share mine. That's why I go to YouTube.
Yeah, but even now, like, right, you got a feedback going into the mic because the whole point is like, I'm like, man, y'all probably don't need to be going to the YouTube, and y'all can't help it. It's like y'all need to read the comments.
Man, I don't be reading no guy. I can't even see the fucking comments.
No,
what the fuck you mean read the comments? I can't even see.
What's the point of having the thing on your phone?
Oh, me?
Yeah,
I be checking likes.
Why?
You know, so we get the likes up. So that's what I do. I check likes.
Or you could just
see how many likes we got.
Or you could just keep talking about the likes. Like right now, you keep staring down and there's people looking at you.
Okay, because I'm trying to share this shit.
Yeah, but that's why you got to share it like before the show starts.
That's what I'll do. The show starts, I share it.
Yeah, but you supposed to share it like in the countdown time. So like when I do my Instagram shit, and I'll be like shout out to AD, and I'm telling people in my story, hey man, the no ceilings stream, you feel me?
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Blah blah. Do it in the countdown so people not watching me.
That's what I thought I was doing the countdown, but I'm looking at YouTube. You tell me YouTube's got to slow, so now I know.
Well, no, that
you know,
yeah. But you gotta do that before. Like, and what's crazy is before you go live, right? The link already be there. So you can go to the YouTube, to the Digital Soapbox page and get it before it even go live and share it there.
When you go live, it automatically jumps on my front page of my YouTube. So as soon as I go to YouTube, it's there when you go live. Sure. I don't have to go look for it. It's right there. So then I just share it.
Yeah, but you don't think at that point, like all the people at the lunch table staring at you, they want to see you just looking down at your phone? They be like, what's up with King?
Well, you know, at the time before you said that it's a delay like that, no, I thought it was the countdown.
Well, that's why it might make more sense for you to inconvenience yourself, right? To inconvenience yourself and do it before, like search it.
It's not an inconvenience, it's knowledge. Now you tell me there's a delay. So I said, okay, now I know there's a delay.
Not the delay.
Then I'll be able to do it before that because now you're telling me the way it goes, how the system's set up. So it's not an inconvenience.
Yeah. No, I'm saying, you saying when you do go live, it pop up it alerts you. But I'm saying you could go search it to Digital Soapbox and then it'll be there. Like that's why I make the thumbnail for it.
Oh no, now that I know that, you know, we're going live and YouTube is slow, I'll fix that. It's no inconvenience.
Do you think I'm a dick?
Do I think you're a dick?
Yeah.
I think you're a lot of things, but I wouldn't call you a dick.
For real.
I think you
do you think I'm harsh?
I think you have, let me put it this way. I think you have no filters.
That's probably fair.
Okay. So with no filters, I think you speak what you say and you have no filters and it's in that moment. It's not a moment that I think you will carry on and on and on for many more moments. But just in that moment, I think you could be anything what that moment calls for. But that doesn't mean you go hold on to that moment in the next moment. You let it go. You take care of it. You mad, not mad, happy, whatever, you move on. So being a dick, I wouldn't call you like
today when I walk in and I'm like, because in my mind on Olivia, right? I'm like, man, I know you like seafood. So not only are you asking me about this particular shrimp, right? I'm like, I actually want you to have some. So I'm like, man, I'll go get you some and bring it back. Now, you know how I feel, right? About like old seafood. Like I won't eat seafood the next day. You know what I mean? I don't care if it's fish, shrimp. So that's just my particular thing. So I tend to, you know what I mean? I tend to kind of, this is how I do my thing. Now, if somebody say, hey man, go get it for me, I'll just save it for tomorrow. I have no problem.
No, you won't save seafood for tomorrow.
No, I won't save seafood. But if you say, go get it for me right now. Now, if you say, hey, G man, just grab it and hold it for me, I won't.
As I say, you won't do that.
But even then, like, right, particularly with the shrimp, I'm asking, right? Like, you know what I mean? Like, hey.
So do I think you was an asshole the way you came in or a dick the way you responded?
Sure.
Nah.
Right? Okay. Better question.
Because
do you get my frustration sometimes?
I knew what I was doing when you came in.
Sure.
I knew that question could elicit anything back, because that was me just talking shit. Like, damn, nigga, you didn't think about me? So it wasn't nothing serious.
Sure.
So your response
was shit talking back.
No, it just tells me, well, that nigga might be in a good mood or a bad mood.
Well, so
your response be like, okay, that nigga might have a bad morning.
Well,
that's all that says.
I actually had a good morning before.
Oh, and I ruined that.
No, not you. I had a great morning until I was driving over here and I was on the phone.
Oh, okay. Because that's all that told me. So no, I didn't take it personal.
No, not personal, because you a player.
I didn't feel like you was a dick or anything.
You a player, and also anybody know me too. Like, I never disrespected you. I ain't never
call me punk ass motherfucker.
No, I said oh yeah.
That nigga Snap just called me a punk ass motherfucker over me saying, did you bring me some shrimp today? That nigga snapped. So that told me that nigga had a bad morning.
No ceilings live, the lunch hour every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday.
I try to go live then.
Every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, right here, noon Pacific Standard Time on Digital Soapbox. Click the thumbs up button so Ken can stop staring at his phone. Click the thumbs up button. Let him know in the chat. Feel me? We do this. Oh yeah, if you're on Twitter, retweet this link. If you're on Facebook, share the post. We do this stream to support the No Ceilings Podcast. Just dropped a great conversation. Check it out. No Ceilings Podcast. It's available on Apple Podcasts, iHeart Podcasts, or anywhere you get your podcast from. The No Ceilings Podcast, executive produced by Charlemagne the God, the Black Effect Podcast Network, and iHeart. And we finna get this thing going.
Okay, can I say something?
Sure.
Anybody trying to text me, just go to the motherfucking link and talk to me there, because I ain't answering you.
That's not true.
And quit calling me. See?
It's not true.
Quit. Stop.
Because I think people paint me tyrannical. People paint me tyrannical.
At moments you are. Let's be honest. At moments you do act that way. At moments.
People paint me tyrannical, and I get it. And I understand why. I had a conversation with Deuce, right? I had a conversation with Deuce. Shout out to Deuce Mack, one half of the LA Giants. Y'all see Joey Westside. Joey Westside, you know, he actually be moderating the chat because he be at the gig and all that. Shout out to the homie. Shout out to the whole lunch table. Fats, what's the deal? Lex, what's happening? Noka, Don, what's up, Playboy? Derek, what's the deal? Fatima, Ruffin, Squish, thank you for moderating, Queen. You greatest. Moo, what's the deal? Adney, everybody, Adrian, anybody I miss, you know, I'm trying to get through it. Work with me. So this is a perfect example. Like Joey, we went somewhere with Joey. I asked Joey and them, do they want any candy, coach? I'm like, hey, y'all want something? They was like, nah, I'm cool. I don't want nothing. So I get the candy that I enjoy. So I get my candy and they walk in, they like, man, let me hit that. No, sir, you will not. No, sir, you will not. I would have bought you your own shit. But I understand. Prime example. Yesterday, I'm talking to Deuce Mack, one half of the LA Giants.
The other half.
The other half. Joey Westside is one half. The other Deuce Mack is the other one. If y'all don't know, we do business together. I'm helping start their own label.
Can we get a coach story next week? Did me and everybody.
I got you. I'm finna do Deuce. Right? That's Joey was one.
No, I was first. Joey was second. Deuce is third.
Yeah.
And you fourth, coach.
Shout out to Lex, who makes a great point. Real men are not so sensitive. Y'all both show grace. Fact. So Deuce Mac, yesterday I called Deuce. Now, mind you, we about to paint that 64 Malibu. Right? So I'm like, okay, we got the body man doing the body work. My older homie was like, Glasses, I'll spray it for you. My older homie Moon. Shout out to Moon for, you know, I know they think gangbangers just snatch purses and rob people and kick each other's ass, but my older homie asked me, can he paint my car? That's how much. I guess that's not gangbanger enough for people, you know, even though that's some gangbanger shit. But he was like, Glasses, I'll spray it for you. I ain't finna do no body work. I'm like, well, the body work is getting done now. So I thought about it. Moon sprayed his, you know, his rag 63 Impala. He got it's orange. The professional color is called Sunset Pearl. Like, I'm like, oh yeah, the older, you know, the G homie can paint.
Yeah.
So I was like, yeah, I'm all in. So I was like, shit, that's better than Color King. I get to go buy the material. We went to, you know, the place that sell the PPG paint. Shout out to Martin's Auto Color.
So you go there?
Yep, and get the
Okay.
paint, and they go give us this quality PPG paint. I'm like, okay, cool. So yesterday I'm talking to Moon, and Moon's like, man, Glasses, we should paint that Malibu in pieces. That's how they painted cars professionally.
Oh, take the pieces off.
The fenders off, the hood off, the doors off, and the deck lid, the trunk off. And then you paint the car that way. So you painting all the creases. You know, it's a better paint. It's how they paint a car from the factory. And I'm thinking about it. I'm like, man, I don't know, man. You gotta, because when you do the body work, because when you do the body work on a car, right? You usually have to use so many shims and things to make it perfectly line up after years.
After you take the body off and try to put it back together again.
After years and years, stuff moves around.
Okay.
So you add shims to line it all up. Shims are like spacers, metal spacers, different things to make it be perfect. So if you take it apart, right, Coach, you have to keep it all together. So when you put it back together, it all go back straight. And I'm like, man, I don't know. And I thought about it. I was like, you know what? We could probably do this. Like, I don't know why I'm selling myself like we can't do this. We probably can do this. Like, if we try hard.
Who is we? You gonna do it too?
I thought I thought the wasn't gonna put that much, effort into it.
But it's not effort, right? The car needed to be painted. He's not charging me nothing. I do concerts for him. You know what I mean? This is my older homie. This is my G homie. He
what
like,
about taking the body parts off the car though?
So I told, here we are. We coming to the point. So I was like, man, that might be kind of cool to build a car like that, to do it right.
Yeah.
And I'm like, and the older homie not gonna charge me to paint it. That's cool. So I start thinking about it. I'm like, they probably pay a body man $25 an hour. We do it on a Sunday to take off fenders, doors, deck, trunk lid and stuff, and hood. I'm like, that might be like 4 or 5 hours. So I hit Gene. Gene is like, oh man, we could tape the shims together and then just put them in a Ziploc bag, each, part where the bolts come out at. I'm like, that's fire. So I called Deuce back because I'm fired up. I'm like, man, this is a good idea. Like, if we could figure out how to do this, man, we could be painting our own cars and not getting beat by the body shop. So I called Deuce. I'm fired up. I'm like, Deuce, man. My big homie's like, he's like, man, we should paint that motherfucker apart. He's like, man, I thought we wasn't doing all that. I said, well, we don't want to go to a body shop and pay all that money to do all that. But I'm like, if we can get it off, we can go get a body man, on an off day for, $200 for the day. He's like, man, they not finna do that job for $200. I'm like, well, we will pay them for the day. It don't take nothing but, 4 or 5 hours to take that shit apart. Like, they'll do it for that. And then when it's time to put it back together. But long story short, it just kind of became him pushing back on the idea where it was like, man, I don't know, because if they scratch it, they don't get paid. I'm like, of course we're going to pay them. We just got to be right there to make sure they do it right. Like, it's $200 to take it apart, $200 to put it together. Oh, man, you think they only get paid $25 an hour? I'm like, yeah, man, most of them people, they hear they kind of in a different situation and they're learning. Like,
200 a day, shit, they can get that shit knocked out as fast as they can.
Yes, and you get paid already and go home, right? It's $1,000.
They ain't gonna sit there for 8 hours fucking with that shit.
So he started going, it's like, that fucked up. They only get paid. Like, it started just being this pushback that was fucking weird to me. And normally I come up with these really great ideas. I don't come up with a lot of good ideas, Coach. I come up with very few ideas. I don't wake up every day with a new idea. It's pretty much
Your
when I
next
come
coach,
up with
don't
something,
worry.
you know what I mean? That's what it is, right? So he just got all this shit and it made me snap. I was like, man, what the fuck are you talking about? Of course they gonna fucking do it for that. Why the fuck are you telling me? I'm just saying it's fucked up that somebody only making $1,000 a week. I'm like, why the fuck are we talking about the plight of human working man when what the fuck is so immediately I'm mad. I'm like, man, shut the fuck. I start to lose it. Not like disrespecting him or insulting him.
Like he did me.
No, not disrespecting him or insulting him, but really like, what the fuck are you talking about? Like, but my frustration comes because like I'll be trying to push people around me and my friends into greatness. Like that's my natural thing. Anybody know me, head, anybody gonna tell you the same thing. I'm gonna push us to do the greatest things. That's just how I am. It ain't gonna be a lot of things, but the few things.
Mm-hmm.
I'm tired of coming up with really great ideas and people around me kind of just dropping. Oh man. I told niggas 10 years ago, I said, man, let's do a residency. I'm finna sell this house. Let's do this residency. We can make it work. We can make it like a backyard barbecue. Oh man, you just don't want to. Still told me, oh man, you just don't want to tour. My other homie told me, man, fuck that. I want to go town to town. And you know, which his motivation was fucking girls and just a bunch of dumb shit. And I'm like, bro, we could be like bringing the culture. Even before I understood hip hop as street urban culture, we could be the ones to give people Los Angeles street. You know, I'm like, we could bring them to a backyard boogie.
And you was talking about taking that across the country. You was just talking about here.
I'm talking about the residency here, and if it was worth enough money, people can buy it. Yeah. Oh man, ain't nobody gonna come around here. Some little nigga from the Bay Area does it. He built his whole career off of this shit. Shout out to La Russell. I told niggas, a lot of things that I watch niggas do, I told my partners, and them motherfuckers said no multiple times. And there's somebody else doing it. And the most aggravated, here's one of the greatest. So when I do the first beach cruiser, I never told this story publicly. I do the first beach cruiser. The first beach cruiser is the story of a day. I'm turning in my album. That's the whole story, right? I make this really great album with really great records, really dope. I turned it into Mac 10. Mac 10 say, man, Glasses, don't nobody want to hear no fucking story. Mind you, I don't know about hip hop. So obviously now that I understand hip hop, the art, that just sounds crazy. Every fucking song is a story from its inception. But I didn't know because I'm, Mac 10 is the person that, I trust my career to. But it was a great album. It was like fantastic. It was such a dope story. The story starts, right? And you realize the story is a dream by the end of the first song. But then by the end of the album, I end up in the damn story through the songs. Like, this is how great this fucking album was. It was fucking great. And don't nobody want to hear those. It's like everybody around me sometimes, to me, tries to cap my actual shit. Like, I'll be getting streams from God. I'm not lying. I swear, these straight from God. Because they ain't never, you need to shoot this nigga. Long story short, you know who favorite album, who used to play that album all the time, even though it never came out, the original version of Beach Cruiser, who used to play that album all the time?
Who?
Kendrick Lamar. So now when you listen to Good Kid, Mad City, you know what I hear. Piss me off. So everybody constantly, like, I'm coming to them. I'm not saying, it ain't like, Coach, you give me an idea and I'm changing your idea. Well, no, you know what, Coach, we need to do this. If you come to an idea and I'm like, let's do it. So that is what kind of fucked me up. Yesterday with King, I wanted to get King some of the shrimp from over there on 47. So I was like, man, I'll get you some right now, fool. I'll go get it. And shout out to Kendrick, because he always said, nobody hears it. And I get it. It's a lot to digest. It sounds, Glasses can't be this good if everybody don't know him. Mm-hmm. That's not how this shit work. But I tell King, I'm
Coach
like,
heard the story already.
Which one? No, he didn't.
Coach listened to it on the way here.
No, he didn't.
Didn't you, Coach? You listened to it on the way here, huh?
Yes.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I always listen to it before I get up.
I know. So
that last time I got caught in the trick bag.
Yeah,
I didn't hear the beginning of the story, and
let's go over through this. Yeah,
homegirl got me.
with me again. So
that's the thing. As a creative, anyway, that's my natural thing. But it pissed me off yesterday, and that's like, at this point, I almost have to be tyrannical.
Oh, this is where we're getting to,
like, permanently.
Oh, wait, hold on.
Other than that, because other than that, everybody else gonna trip me at decent. Like, I'm running to greatness, insane greatness.
Okay,
and y'all motherfuckers keep trying to trip me at decent.
Trip you mean make you fall over?
This is good enough. This is good enough, man. I don't know, man. It's good enough, bro. Let a nigga be great.
So you think taking on this new persona is going to get you from tripping?
It's not a persona, it's who I am. I've been taking on this other persona with y'all this whole time. Like, I really think y'all know what the fuck y'all be talking about sometimes.
Coach, man.
What?
What's your take on this?
I see what he's saying. You know, for sure. I
You
definitely
ever
see
had a
what he's
good
saying.
idea, coach, and motherfuckers around you just be looking at you crazy? You be like,
Yeah.
Okay, that's different though. We're talking about what he's talking about, you know, being his true self is being a tyrant.
That is his true self.
yes.
You
Like,
think so?
No, for sure.
I've
I think that's his
always-
true
I don't
self.
think so.
And I
I think it is.
And I think that's what
Mm-mm.
coach confuses my humility
Mhm.
because I'm tyrannical. But I'm only tyrannical about the few things that God passes to my mind.
When you say I confuse your humility, what are we talking about?
Because sometimes you think I'm not humble or like because I am tyrannical. But today, right, you showing me something about boxing, stepping back and my leg.
Mhm.
Like I can't be, there's no, you know how fucking crazy I had to be a fucking arrogant, like I'm complaining to you. I'm telling you where I'm struggling at so you can know every little detail to correct me. That I have to be humble. That's 99% of the things in the world is that me stepping back off my leg.
I honestly just be talking shit to you.
Come on,
Like to be honest with you, I just be talking shit to you. But like listening to the story coming up here, I heard the story and everything, and but I see where Glasses is coming from. I do get it. I think Glasses is because when he asked you, do you think he's a dick? It's funny because I immediately thought like, yeah, but and then
he's not.
but when you started answering the question, I kind of got your answer. I was like, I get that answer because Glasses. I think everybody could be a dick at some point in time, but I don't think Glasses go out his way to be a dick. I think he a cool dude. I think he does. You know, I think in his position he has to be kind of tyrannical though. To be honest with you, like in your position, you got to be kind of tyrannical. Anybody who is in a position of leadership or a position of, you kind of got to be tyrannical because there are always going to be people up under you or around you, maybe like you said, stifling your thoughts or stifling your dreams, and you got to know when it's a good one, and you got to say, look, this is a good one. I know y'all got feedback on it. I know y'all, but this is a good one, and I got to go with this. So I get it. I totally get it.
Shout out to No Cuz.
Extremes though.
Shout out to No Cuz.
just
G,
say no,
if
not
your
listen.
ideas only manifest as solutions to problems, then most of your peers who push back seem to have their own idea and y'all clash on approach without accepting the other idea of validity. Yes and no. Okay, necessity is the mother of all invention. So it's things that we need. Building cars, right, is getting out of hand, right? Like if you go, like I took the Malibu, I showed King to prove it. I said, watch this motherfucker say something crazy. The car don't need that much body work. We go pick the car from the carburetor shop. We take it around the corner to a body man, right? And I'm gonna get back to why I said that, no, cuz I take it around the corner to the body man. I said, watch. This man got this little shop, cool. He come out, look at the car. He said, man, you know, I could do it for about 10,000. Ain't gonna be showing nothing. And I'm just thinking to myself, why the fuck would you look at this car for 10,000? Like, they just see an old car and they count money. They don't even care. They're not even sizing a workup. And it hit me like, you motherfuckers. So the problem, right, is, you know, painting the car and being able to build cars consistently and affordable, right? Is being able to build cars consistently and affordable. That's the point. I have been figuring it out. So when I called Deuce and I'm like, Deuce, this is my solution. He just started capping me with a bunch of shit and it finally made me snap. The fuck are you talking about? Why the fuck are we having a plight of humanity when I'm coming? He's like, gee, it ain't no idea. I'm like, it is an idea. This can work for all of us if we take on this task. The road, not saying I need their help, but like with Gene or Deuce, I would like them to be like, hey, this is how we can do this. I don't mind a little bit like, oh, you know what? You know, that's going to be hard. Because Gene is like, man, I don't know, man. Putting that car apart, And I'm like, man, if we do it, though, that means we could paint all our cars like this. The Cadillac, the lowrider, the convertible. We could paint whatever. We could start building more cars if we understand more about getting to the nitty gritty, of what it takes to make it look right. The paint is the hardest part. Shit, we all can work on motors. You know what I mean? All of us work on, you know, drivetrains and computers. Gene is a wizard with some of this shit. We got other partners. We got a good interior man. We got a great interior man. So I'm like, oh, if we could get a car painted nice and right, you know what I mean, for affordable money, man, we could be building a bunch of shit. And it makes our branding go right for, you know, our group 110, the music, when the album's finna come out. So yeah, I had made up my mind last night, like that I was not finna, that shit was done. Like I was back to this Puff shit, you know, which is kind of what I want to talk about. It's like, I would always see Puff and he would just bow to me. Man, Glasses, you so fucking dope. He'd be talking to me about songs and shit. You know what I mean? He'd be like, nigga, this song. But I never could figure out why this motherfucker would not help me try to fulfill potential. You know what I mean? Not negatively, you know what I mean? But like, I'm talking about anytime I would see this motherfucker. And it's funny because I find myself trying to make sure he gets fair justice, and I'm the motherfucker he fuck with the least. We wasn't best friends and shit. He just had respect. And same for R. Kelly. I could have did a song with R. Kelly. I just thought he was a little different. But it's like, he didn't fuck with me because we don't party the same way. And that's really his life.
So you feel like if you was in the baby oil, like you would be
drinking, popping pills, smoking weed, more people would fuck with me.
I don't think smoking weed would have got it.
It's certain niggas who really, they just bond because they smoke weed. Don't nobody want to be around some sober nigga, man.
You think Puffy? I think what you're saying, though. I get what you're saying. People just, man, you be seeing people bond over weed all the time, over a cigarette, over
Think
some
about
weed.
These nasty motherfuckers be licking on that shit, and then you put that shit in your mouth.
I never got it.
Motherfuckers lick on this shit.
Like, I smoke a pipe and I don't share my pipe. Okay, I smoke weed and I be around sober motherfuckers all the time.
Let somebody come,
okay,
smoke weed, come up in here and be like, "Let me hit that king."
Oh, no,
You're gonna be like, "Oh yeah,
no, I don't know."
They're gonna be like, "Let me hit that king." I'm like, "Yeah,
no, I got no."
So like, Puff is the kind of motherfucker that really always showed, like, he would let me know he knew that I was talented. But so even now in this conversation, like a person like Kid Cudi, I tweeted something yesterday. This tweet is uber viral, right? It's probably a tweet worth $2,000-3,000 fucking because I get paid to tweet, right? And I'm not tweeting to pay. Like, I'm tweeting because these are my thoughts or whatever I'm thinking of the joke, right? But I do understand that there is a benefit. There's a benefit, which is fair. Shout out to Elon for being a player.
Yeah.
And but people, I said, I hope Kid Cudi keeps it hip hop tomorrow. That really didn't mean nothing because it's based off of No Ceilings conversation. It's based off of ADHD conversation. Shout out to Trap and Lex. Shout out to the homies. It's really an ADHD conversation and a No Ceilings conversation where I was telling y'all, like, Kid Cudi isn't hip hop, right? They make rock music, right? Like Travis or Uzi or Cudi, you know, guys.
So, was the tweet sarcastic or
it was a tad of sarcasm, but based off of me realizing that we've been injecting all of this conversation into the space and people are keeping up.
Okay.
That was dumb. Or not keeping up. I don't know what I was thinking. So it turned into people thinking I'm asking if Kid Cudi is street. So people just been cussing me out every day. Oh, this was wrong with the shit, motherfucker. He tried to kill him. He didn't try to kill him. I introduce you to my girl to do some songs. You start fucking my girl. I get it. She, from what you said, she told him we wasn't together no more. We not together. Nigga, I introduce you to my girl. You know you seen us take pictures. Player thing could have been you called me. Hey, what's up with y'all? Is y'all done? Like, what's up? That would have been a player thing, especially if I introduce you to my lady.
Okay. Right. True.
Right. So I'm not saying there's a missing thing in that. There's like, nigga, you knew it could have been back and forth, but you thinking with your dick, and it's fine. She told you what you told her. He don't own her. You knock her down. Well, guess what? Now you got to deal with the emotions of me introducing you to my girl to do some songs, and you fucking my girl. You putting your penis in her mouth. I'm mad. I come to your house, you not there. I'm burning your shit up. He cut a hole in his rag Porsche, dropped, a cocktail at motherfucker, and it started burning. It didn't burn completely up. It's burned to the left. It's burnt good.
The Molotov.
And the most diabolical thing that I've seen in this case, because all that other shit ain't nothing.
I've been saying that shit. This is the most diabolical shit in this case. So
and it's not the burning the car.
It's the presents.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Why would you open up all this niggas' Christmas
Bro,
And not
That-
take and not
That's
take
the
nothing.
weird. That's the worst shit that
that is the
happened.
gangsterest
Yeah,
shit.
like that was crazy.
Niggas think I'm like, bro, I would genuinely be scared if I came home for Christmas and somebody broke in the house and opened up all the presents and just left the gifts there.
What do you
Just
think?
left them there.
What do you think? What do you think Puffy's intentions was with that?
I have no idea.
I gotta know. Like,
That is like that. All the shit they talked about was sex. All the shit about the parents. Oh, he made the parents pay him $20,000.
then he gave it back though.
All
But
that
anyway.
shit, punk shit. You know what I mean? All that. I don't even care about the fact you like people nutting on your old lady and you want it rubbed on you. I just think you high.
That's gross.
That's I'm passing that as you're on drugs.
Mm-hmm.
Like all the stuff they talked about from the beginning, even the Cassie shit, like you high and drunk, your girl trying to leave, you drag her, kick her in the ass. Like that's all drunk, dumb shit. Like that, none of that says diabolical. It really says drug addict with too much money. Not even a jealous boyfriend of burning the fucking car up. Like you fuck my lady that I introduced you to, I'll burn your car up. I get how that can happen. It's tender dick justice, but it's justice.
That's what I'm about to say. But that might have been
I
the most
get it.
unplayer thing he did, though.
But I get it.
I mean, I get it.
I could be
But
that mad.
you look a little
I
weak.
introduce you to my old lady and you knock my old lady down. I get how that can
Your
happen.
problem was with your old lady, though.
Yeah, but I'm saying I get how that can happen. The opening of fucking gifts, not even putting the dog in a bathroom.
That's what you should go to jail for, though. Leave that man dog alone.
Fuck the dogs in the bathroom. They in the
Where's your
bathroom.
Peter Patch at, man?
I love it.
That's the shit. But again, he put the dogs in the bathroom. Whatever. Why would you break into this nigga house and open up the gifts?
He traumatized the kids
That
and
is
all.
fucking
Yeah.
crazy.
Hey, when I heard that
Kids,
shit,
everything.
I thought about that for 20 minutes. I said, what was
I did not get that.
what was that?
He traumatized the whole
But
family.
it didn't take him though. Like he just
Open
wanted
up and just set them there. Just I ruined the surprise.
he just,
Imagine your kids going in looking at all the places open.
we already know what we got. We already know what we got, daddy.
So shout out to No Ceilings. Shout out to the lunch table. I am not being sarcastic. That man went in there and opened up the gifts. I'm not lying.
I wondered, did he leave them open, like open all the way up so they could see what's inside immediately? Or because I'm just wondering what was the purpose of opening up these gifts? Was he just
Ruined
checking
their
gifts like, oh, he lame?
That nigga, that's
Ruined their Christmas.
diabolical.
Did he use that shit in arguments with Cassie? Like,
Yeah,
you
open up
were the
all
nigga
that.
who getting his kids this? Like, he got his kid a like, I don't understand. Like, what you get by that? I wonder what he got by that.
Shout out to Yato. He said, I bet he was looking to see if the gifts were for Cassie.
I thought that too. That
That
could have
could be
been
true.
something. That
But
could
to
have been
go
something.
through all of those gifts,
The kids got names on them and shit, probably.
Yeah,
I'm saying, come on with that.
shout out to Daniel Walters. I agree with Daniel Walters.
what?
He did it to ruin the family Christmas.
That's it.
That is crazy.
Let them know he controlled their Christmas.
That's hilarious.
I swear, I was like,
That's hilarious.
that might have been the thing I thought to myself was like, this might be the one thing that make him look like, because this
Don't
not
say
no
it. Don't
high
say.
shit.
Don't say it. Don't say it.
What, man?
Don't say that. Don't say it. Don't put people over that way. Don't do it.
I'm just saying.
Don't do it.
I'm just saying, King.
Don't do it. Don't do it. Because that's all these people need for you to say that. And then
I'm
they're
not
going
gonna
back.
say it, but you know what I'm
But
thinking.
they're gonna go back and say, "Well, okay, that's why he's being charged with
Yeah,
this."
yeah. No.
No, I think
I'm not
that
gonna say
Yeah,
it, but no,
don't do it,
bro.
man. Change subject. It's
Imagine,
his passion, man. That he's not a tirade. He's just passionate.
who
And they mistake that glasses. They mistake his
Sure.
passion as being a tyrant.
I think all tyrants
See, I
are
think I
passionate
changed
though.
The subject.
Like I think all tyrants.
Sure.
I think all tyrants are passionate. I
So
think you-
no, but I don't think it's a
Okay.
tyrant because he's not doing it meanly.
so and this is why I'm saying about Kid Cudi. Let me get back to that.
Okay.
I'm not gonna say it, bro.
Hey, come on,
I'm
man.
gonna tell you, I'm not gonna say it, but I'm saying you know what I'm thinking.
Yeah, but we keep talking about.
But we're not talking about that. But I want to talk about Kid Cudi.
Okay.
Because I guess people thought I was accusing him of snitching.
I think Kid Cudi.
Well,
Okay.
he did snitch.
Okay. Okay. Before we get on that, but I do think because they said that Kid Cudi wanted to fight Puff.
Yeah,
after he
threw them out.
But then he thought about it and he didn't do it. But see,
nigga that opened my gift
problem ain't that's the problem right there. See, my problem with those situations about Kid Cudi is the snitching. Okay, whatever. You got to go fight after he opened up your.
Lex said, "No, that's exactly why you don't need to fight."
No, you got to go. You open up all my presents. We gotta fight.
No, my kids.
The car, cool. I could do that. I can't.
I need to unalive you.
Yes, you didn't ruin my Christmas. But anyway, go ahead, man. But
so. Shout out to C Civic Smitty. No, Cudi didn't snitch. He's a civilian. So now I'm gonna tell you. So I never got into the snitching part. Man. That's a joke. I never got into that. But let's really address it. Let's flush out the thought. No, let's flush out the thought. You sleep with my old lady after I introduce you to her. Right? I burn your car up. You shouldn't tell the police. That's the problem. So my thing is because snitching is rooted in accountability, you should be accountable for fucking my girl after I introduce you to her.
I got a problem with that because Cassie told him that and don't get me wrong, I'm not trying to say what Kid Cudi do was cool because if me and you supposed to be, I don't know how close. Do you know how close Puffy and Kid Cudi was at all?
No.
Okay,
they just knew each other. I know we introduced you to her and hooked up some.
If they have some kind of semblance of a friendship, and I know you with a girl for years and years and years, I'm not gonna fuck her. I don't care if you break up with her or not, because that's just not cool. I know how niggas' feelings are. Niggas be saying I don't give a fuck about her, and they be loving her. So I just don't do that. Ain't my thing. But if Cassie come to him and say we're done, I think it was lame for him to be like, all right, and then jump on that. I think that's lame for sure. But does he really? Is he all the way in the wrong now though? Is he like 100% wrong? It's
not wrong. So this is where it's tricky at. So yes, you can proceed because of what she said. So the way Glasses would have done it was if I know that was somebody like that talked to my partner, you know what I mean? And I knew my partner was in, I'm gonna call my partner and be like, hey, what's up with y'all? I've done this 2 or 3 times. Hey, what's up? Like, I remember y'all used to kind of talk. Like, it might not be a partner I'm around all the time, but I'm like, oh, y'all used to talk. Like, what's up with that? Like, is it cool? Like, if I talk to her, like, and I'll ask him. I sweated one of my homeboys. I said, hey, man, he was like, oh, no, I ain't tripping. I'm like, nah, for real. Don't give me don't give me the player. Don't get like, nigga, it's me and you for real. Like, I'm asking because I won't talk to her. And he was like, nah, for real. Nah, it ain't no thing. That's the player way to do it, right? Because then that way your homie can't be all over the top. Now, Cudi took it, even though you introduced me to your girl, and I seen pictures, y'all been taking pictures, y'all been doing all this together. Feel me? So I know y'all together. So you look for your opportunity. And wisdom lets me know that you knew they probably were still involved, but you thought
for sure
it wasn't no big deal. And then you realize it was a big deal because this nigga came and burnt your car up.
Let me ask you a question about what you said about your homeboys. So have you ever had that situation go bad on you? Because I'm asking because a long time ago, my homeboy was talking to a girl. They broke up. They weren't even talking that long. She tried to holler at me. I went to go talk to him and was like, hey, bro, she's trying to holler at me. I'm going to probably knock her down if that's cool with you. He said, fuck her. I don't love her. I ain't love her. Nothing like that. We talked for like 3-4 weeks. He see me, we chilling, we doing something. He walk up in there, he see it. He walk up in there and he smacked the shit out of this bitch. Like I'm talking about, it sound like a gunshot. And we all back up and we look at each other and he started laughing. I start laughing. We left together. I'm asking, we go to the movies. We go to the movies, we chilling. I said, why'd you do that, bro? He said, I guess I did love her. And after I said that, I told myself I would never talk to any.
Which is the player. That's the ultimate player. But I'm saying at least if he did that. So again, the reality is Cudi looked at the circumstance like, oh, I ain't tripping off knocking this broad down. That's really the truth.
Okay.
That's really the cornerstone of it. It may not be the fact, but it's the truth. There was somewhere along the line that it didn't matter to you that Puff introduced her. They've been running around taking pictures, all that. And you decided to do it anyway. He found out and he burnt your shit up. Right? Called you, got at you, burnt your shit up. You kept trying to deal with her after that, after the man told you his passion. You kept trying to deal with her. You went and picked her up after, talking about she crying and you needed to console. Boy, this like you doing too much. The man had already cussed you out. Why would you go pick this? Mind your business. But you did it anyway. So now what I'm saying is there should be a level of accountability. This then went too far. Like, nigga, you keep messing with my broad. I done already told you that's my broad, and you done picked her up and took her to the hotel.
Can we have a fact of two soft shooters though? Like they both seem like you said tender soft shoe dudes. Like
no, I agree.
Ain't no way Puffy getting mad over this broad after he
didn't got mad over multiple homies. Multiple homies.
For what?
Multiple homies.
She definitely for the
I had a homie that told me straight he had to change his number. I had a homie that rapped that told me called threatened him. You know what I mean? Like Puff was serious about her, even though he was paying people to knock her down. He didn't pay you.
At what point do we look at Puffy like, come on, bro?
Who's surprised that Puff is tender?
But this man wore a dress. He wore a wedding dress. We surprised that Kid Cudi tender?
No, not Kid Cudi tender. I didn't know you was that much of a dog. You gonna knock my broad down after I introduce you to her?
Is that a dog or is that a weak fella? Like to me, you weak. You're a weak dude. If you Kid Cudi and you could have a bunch of broads and you pick this broad, a broad that was with your homeboy, and you know that this nigga is weird over her.
He might didn't know all of that, but what he did know is Puff introduced her to him. You knew they was together then, and you knew he wanted you to do her.
That's enough for me to know.
Sure, but so now to the point is the accountability part is why are you telling the police who did what? Which I think Cudi, when it first happened, didn't tell the police who did what. I think he just reported somebody burnt my car up. Because they did some investigations. They looked for DNA. They found some. It's supposed to be, I think, from the court case, says a female DNA, blah, blah, blah.
Don't you got to do it for insurance purposes anyway?
Sure. And that's what I think happened. But what I did not like, you know what I mean? And again, shout out to Tree. He makes good points. They not homeboys, for sure. No, they not. But I did introduce you to my girl. We are, co-workers in this business.
Watch out for your girl around Tree.
You know what I mean? So, you know what I'm saying? It's like, okay. So then when you get up on the stand and now you start to kind of do all of that, you know what I mean? Like
Let me ask you a question. Do you think they threatened him to get on the stand or why?
So I think
was he subpoenaed? Was he subpoenaed?
He definitely was probably going to be subpoenaed, but he didn't have to be. He gave a statement when they was building the case.
Okay.
So he just volunteered the statement, or they just came to talk to him and he just gave up the goods.
Remember how they built this case? They built this case out of Cassie's civil lawsuit where she broke all this stuff down.
Mm-hmm.
So when the feds picked up the case, they read through it, and as they started to build their case, they started to investigate.
So Cassie's really the catalyst of all this happening.
You know what's funny? I'm not gonna blame Cassie for that. You know what the main thing?
You're not gonna blame G Money?
Well, I'm gonna just tell you why. Puff fell for a rat.
For sure.
She was a little.
Explain that. Explain how she fell for a rat.
That's his fault though.
Was she a rat before she got with Puff?
Yeah.
Explain that. I never heard that one.
She was with Ryan. She cheated on Ryan with Puff. She cheated with Ryan with somebody else. She was cheating on Puff with her. She just do her thing, bro. She's a rat. And I'm sorry, Cassie. I'm not talking about like I get it. Women got liberal.
Now you sorry?
I'm just saying because I don't want her to think. Because I'm not trying to.
No, he's a tyrant.
No, because I'm not trying to demean her. I'm trying to describe her. Okay, forgive me. Correct English word: promiscuous.
Okay,
she's promiscuous.
Rat to us is promiscuous.
Okay.
I don't want the demeaning part of like, oh, I'm putting her down, but like, oh no, you easy. Sunday morning.
Promiscuous is putting her up.
I'm just saying. I guess if I use the English word, you won't take a negative connotation.
That's what's wrong with this world.
He called her a skeezer. But
for sure, she's definitely
okay.
But
that's better now.
At what point? I don't know, man. She being her true self, and that's fine to me. If you be your true self, you fine to me. But Puffy, he coming out there it's a flaw in his personality to where he's wiping up skeezers.
I don't know. I think that might be his only skeezer.
You ain't never had a homeboy or knew somebody that you look at his girl and it's kind of it kind of let you know what he about. Like, oh, that's your girl.
Yeah, me.
I mean, but Cassie, looking at Cassie, you can't see she's a skeezer. Cassie don't really seem anti-skeezer just looking at
what do skeezers look like, Glasses?
I know, right? Like you would think they would carry themselves in a promiscuous way.
So they just come. So do skeezers just walk around with their mouth open, or
no? They may may always be advertising the merchandise.
Yeah,
may be part of it. They may be always wearing right. They may be wearing certain things to see the cleavage all the time. And I'm not saying that means all of those girls are.
That's ain't got.
I'm just saying I would have never known Cassie was a skeezer.
Even though she went to all them parties and all that.
I didn't know. I never saw her.
I feel like Glasses might giving her a pretty pass. You giving Cassie a pretty pass?
Skeezers.
I mean, that's what I'm saying.
I'm just saying I didn't know because I didn't know her personal business. I didn't know she had cheated on Ryan with Puff.
So you found out after the fact.
I'm learning. Okay, what happened is now I realize how many of my homies was with her. Like I got 4 personal homies that was with her.
Oh, serious? That nobody know about.
Damn.
No, some people do know about him. You know what I'm saying? So it's like they all knew. And I was like, oh, y'all knew she was she really just, promiscuous.
So when you find out she's a skeezer, do that?
I'm talking about that lady pussy, man. Don't do that, B. Don't talk about that lady pussy like that, man.
I'm not talking about her vagina.
Oh,
Trap. What?
I know Trap saving her now.
Yeah, you come up in here all
Trap saving her now.
I don't talk about that lady snatch, man.
Culturally, this is where us and our brothers from the East Coast is different. Which is why Puff is in all this shit. He doing all that for this little skeezer. Stop loving him.
So East Coast a haven for skeezers?
I love my favorite eaters, man. I love my favorite eaters.
Skeezer haven is East Coast.
Oh my God.
I love my favorite eaters.
Home of the rats.
Oh, yo, listen, we not the number one. Listen, we not the number one. We not the leader in that rat situation. They're gonna stop doing that stuff. No, we not. What the hell just happened on my screen?
Kathy touched down in New York and was like, home sweet home.
Shout out to Revenge. He got that cake. The South did kind of invent tricking too.
The South did that. That's the South right there.
With some skeezers too. Y'all will save them. Y'all whole motto, the whole strip club culture is all about saving them. Y'all are some saviors.
That's what we need to be talking about.
Y'all are the Jesus of skeezers.
You're right, because they was talking about popping bottles, throwing.
Yeah, they was like,
it ain't tricking if you got it. It ain't tricking if you got it. That's crazy.
Rest haven for skeezers.
Is Puffy one of the biggest Captain Save-Os of all time though?
No, because this ain't his normal routine. It's just this skeezer got the best of him.
Man, they get you sometimes.
He got the best of him.
Bro, he went bad over this skeezer. Like, look at what we talking about. So it's like
went hard.
So it's like, you know what I mean? So back to the point of what I'm saying with Cudi, it's like Cudi kind of went out like a sucker. Like, I'm not sure if I should call him a rat because I don't know kind of how he lives his life. You know what I mean? But he definitely went out like a sucker, bro. You nail my girl that I introduced you to. I tell you it's my girl. After I tell you it's my girl, you pick her up and take her to a hotel because she crying. Is you trying to save my skeezer?
He threw the cape on. Tied it up tight. Threw the cape on and tied it up tight.
Bro, she doesn't want to be saved.
Maybe she thought she did. Maybe for a little while she thought she was Lois Lane, and then she remembered.
Did you read?
Super skeezer.
Did you read? Did you read?
No, Coach didn't.
No, did you read where she's the one that gave him the address to his house?
Yeah, I heard about that.
To Cudi's house?
Yeah, I heard about that. Maybe she was scared.
Shout out to Jay, because Jay was never about saving the skeezers.
Yeah,
that was actually
that's Iceberg Slim. That's Iceberg Slim right there.
That was one rapper that wasn't about.
But look how we look at Jay though.
Fifth ain't saving no skeezers.
Look how we look at them though. We look at I look at Jay and see, oh, he with Beyonce. I look at Jay and like, all right, that's a quality dude right there. He understand how to pick him.
You look at Fifth and say what?
I look at Fifth. I don't know enough about his what he got going on over there, but you look at somebody like Puff. I'm looking like this guy got a lot of mental weaknesses, man. You start saving hoes out here, and you Puff.
Shout out to Bill Gobert. This motherfucker sticking up for Diddy here is the worst kind of mentality. They are using all this evidence to show a pattern of unhinged behavior. This is a month-long case. So I get why you think this is me sticking up for Diddy. I get the really surface level thought in that. My issue is Cudi's a bitch, Bill. And I don't really call men bitches. I don't really.
That's honestly the first time I ever heard you say calling nigga.
Really don't say that.
This is the first time I ever heard that.
He said last episode he don't do that.
So I'm gonna tell you my problem with him, because you saw this man in his face at the Soho house, and y'all act like y'all resolved the problem, right? Y'all resolved the problem, even to the point where the man asked you, "Man, what about my car?" And he said, "What car?" He gave you every reason to squabble him down. And you didn't do anything, but you wait until the feds come and you get up there and you do that, knowing that this could cost this man his life. When you had all actions to get, if that was your point.
Maybe that's it. Maybe he not a squabbler.
Sneak up on him then. Do something.
Sneak up on him.
If you're not a squabbler,
you sneak up on him.
Why would you sleep with my girl?
He's a sleeper. Like he's
sneak digger.
Yeah,
sneak up on that nigga.
A little sleepy.
Sneak
digger. Keep doing what you doing.
We know a bunch of sneak diggers who ain't scrapping with nothing, who won't bust a grape in the fruit fight. So
Yato, this is my problem. Cudi isn't like that and never said he was. Then why would you sleep with my girl that I introduced you to? Like, where in these worlds do you think you could do insulting things and disrespectful things to other men and not be like that?
We've seen a bunch of dudes make poor decisions over cat.
In which world can you be a dog, you sleep with my girl after I introduce you to her, and then say you're not like that?
Okay, I do agree with you there, but I also have a problem with Diddy though, because you can't.
I'm not talking about Diddy.
If girls get like if a girl cheat on you, I mean if you cheat on the girl, what they come do? They come throw eggs at your car. Why are you coming throwing eggs at this man's car? Like fight, like I'm with you. You sleep with my girl, Puffy should have went to go fade him. Like you should have.
Puffy went to his house.
When he called Puff told me, I'm being with you right now.
He called him. The truth, the thing that I realized too with Cudi, he left his house when he knew Puff.
So you think he's skedaddled when he heard Puff was on his way?
He did.
Yeah, he did. That's a fact.
I'm such a.
That's what he did.
I'm so street. I really can read between things that people are saying, and when the person called him, they didn't just surprise you. You left.
Okay, can Puffy be a bitch? Because I'm starting to.
I'm not disagreeing.
Puffy seemed like a bitch.
Puffy.
I mean, not Puffy. I'm sorry, not Puffy. I said that wrong.
Cudi.
Can Cudi be a bitch and not a snitch?
But that's what I'm saying. That's why I will not go to the level of calling him. That's why I haven't called him that.
Cudi dry snitch, man. He dry snitch.
I'm just relating it to what we would call a snitch.
He dry
snitch. The fact that he didn't want to be accountable, right? The fact that you put these people in the business and you giving information. Knowing
exactly.
You understand why this man did this.
That's dry snitch.
So,
and you had
where's Cudi from?
Cleveland.
Oh, he's from Ohio. Okay, so
but he moved to New York, right?
Don't put him on New York. Don't put him on New York.
Yeah, he moved to New York, right?
Don't put him on New York. Don't put him on New York.
I think Cudi is probably a bitch.
It's very rare
but not
I ever called a man that, but he'd be the B word, not the SN word.
Yes, I agree.
But it's very relative. It's the lack of accountability.
But given any information to get somebody criminally charged with some charges, what would that be considered then?
Dry snitching.
No, it depends on your positioning in said thing.
Hey, Trap. If Cudi would have called the police when it happened, then I could say, yeah, he's a civilian. But 20 years later,
no.
Doing this kind of stuff.
Not only that, he was
come on, man.
He said he wanted to squabble him.
Stop it, man. He's acting like
he was talking.
He acting like
he did not want to stop. If he would have squabbled, he would have stayed there. He left.
No. He thought Puff was going to turn down the fight. Exactly. And when Puff said, all right, let's link up. He said,
what made him think Puff was turning down any kind of wrestling with diggers?
Because it's Puff.
Because he thought he could be digging Puff soft.
He thought Puff was soft, which is why he slept with his girl in the first place.
Exactly.
So you think at that point in time he thought Puff was soft?
Yeah.
Was that the rumor was Puff at that point? I don't know. People thought Puff was soft then.
I still think Puff.
2011.
I still
You
think
think?
Puff
Wait a minute,
is
hold on.
soft.
Y'all think Puff is soft now?
The first thing that made me think Puff was not soft is when he opened that man gifts.
Exactly. That was early on. Puff,
No,
you know, early on.
that just happened. I just found out about that yesterday. I for sure to this day, like yesterday, Puff said something to me wrong to slap Puff from here to across the street.
Puff has always been a dancer
Puff
to me.
opening them gifts trap.
Diabolical,
man.
man.
Conversation. I don't quite know what
Crazy.
You'll smack him, but you can't smack him nowhere near Christmas.
No. Yeah.
He canceled Christmas. He canceled
You can't
Christmas.
mess
on
with
him.
his girl. You can't
You
mess
smack
with his
him, you
girl.
gotta go back to the crib and pack the gifts up.
No, you can't
I
fuck with his
still
girl.
don't think of Puff like that, but that opening that gifts, I'm like, all right, you might be a little bit on some shit.
Yeah.
I need to talk to you a little. I might got a little bit more like I'ma deal with you.
I gotta watch you. I gotta watch you.
In a fight, I'm not gonna slap you.
No, I look
think
at it
this
differently.
point, you would just, you know what I mean? You over the top.
No, I look at it different because that's something a woman would do. Go open up all the presents out of, honoring and stuff. So to me, I don't even look at it.
That's
I
a
don't even look
lie.
at it.
Only Santa.
Still,
Only Santa could cancel Christmas. Only Santa could cancel Christmas. And Diddy. That's it.
Yeah.
Santa and Diddy could
Yeah,
cancel.
but girls do that shit all the time. Cancel everything.
Okay. So King is saying that's something a girl would do. Have you ever watched Fatal Attraction?
Yeah.
So when she boiled that rabbit, that's something a girl would do. But when you saw that part of the movie, that didn't make you a little nervous, like shit. That's what opening them gifts was. That was boiling them rabbits. Like when you came in to see them gifts open, you was like, I'm in different type of trouble. Like this ain't.
Yeah, that's on everything.
Yeah, I'm in.
Yeah, that was
all
sick.
the stuff I heard about Puff made sense that day.
That was
When I read
sick.
it yesterday, I was like, damn, he opened. I read all that. It was like he burnt the car. He put the dogs in the bathroom. I was like, he opened the gifts. I'm like,
Was he by himself or was he with somebody?
I don't give a fuck who he was with. First off, did you have D-Rock open the gifts? Like, if you told, I would never, King, if we got a problem with somebody, I wouldn't tell you to go open them gifts. You got to be thinking some shit to be on some shit, to be doing some shit like that. So I'm not going to, I'm going to have to refrain right now. I'm going to give Puff a little bit more respect. And like if me and Puff got into it, I'll fight him now. Like he has earned a squabble if we have a problem because
He didn't
whatever
before.
I thought about him, I was wrong.
I can never squabble Puff.
Yeah.
I can't roll around and I can't roll around with Puff.
He said roll around.
That nigga's my baby oil
Like,
and all
yeah,
that
I
shit
can't
comes
do
to
it.
mind. That's
Me and Puff get into a
It
disagreement.
remind-
You got it, big dog. You got
They
it, big dog.
remind me of that episode of, you ever seen The Ladies Man?
Yes.
When Will
Yes.
Ferrell
Yes. The wrestling.
Oh,
Exactly. You got it, big dog. You got it, Puff.
Nah, Puff a wild boy.
listen. So when people are saying that to me, and it's funny because Thug called him a rat. And
Yeah.
I get it, you know what I mean?
Doug gotta chill out though. Doug gotta chill out, man.
Thug gonna fuck around and find himself back in that.
Yeah.
Man, yeah, he need
Doug
to.
gotta chill out. He bugging.
But is Thug a little sensitive to the situation though?
Yeah, because Gunna
Oh, of
just
course,
told
of
me.
course.
Yeah, I'm saying like he probably got a little.
Of course. Get off
Probably
the
have
shoulder.
flashback.
But it's not like I get why. I'm not gonna be mad if somebody called him a rat, even if I'm not hopping off the porch. But I definitely wouldn't be okay with him. I wouldn't do nothing with him because it's like you don't want to be accountable. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you didn't mess with this man, old lady. I don't care. You keep talking about she told you she wasn't. You knew damn well these people been messing with each other, and you met this lady through him.
Yep.
And you thought it was one of his broads, that he just one of his long line of broads. You smashed, he found out he got at you. And then after that, because remember, he don't do all of this until he pick her up and take her to a hotel room. See, they not putting those two together, that's when he burnt the car up and he opened them gifts when they was at that hotel room.
He got everything he should have got out of this situation. To be honest with you, like he got what he got out of this situation because he did some foul shit.
Yeah, foul.
It was foul. It was weird.
Foul.
Now, you said what, Trump?
Not said foul. I was saying he foul for that.
Yeah, he
So,
foul. Like I
was
just
foul.
feel like he was foul.
I wonder if the nigga told him, I'm at your house opening up your presents too.
No, he did call him. He was like, I'm at your house.
Yeah,
No.
saying, like,
No, the girl called the assistant called Cudi, said, yo,
Car
Diddy
on
on his way
fire.
to your house. He on the way to your house right now. She was crying too when she called him too. So she already knew what type of time he was on. Word. So he knew he was there.
And Cudi made sure he wasn't around.
let me ask you a question, Coach. If you wasn't home and somebody was at your house busting your windows, would you come home?
That's happened.
Hold on. So what did you do?
It was somebody
The
busting my
car can't
homeboy's
go
windows
fast
out at
enough.
his house.
Okay.
And I sped over there.
So that's what Diddy was trying to
whatever I was
do
gonna
to
do.
get Cudi to come back to the house and start busting.
So you think?
shit up.
Okay, so you think he was just trying to get him back over
Get
there?
him back to the house.
Oh, he said
Okay,
that.
okay.
I'm gonna burn your shit up, bust your shit up.
Okay.
Get here.
Okay, okay.
That nigga never came.
Never came.
Think
Think
about
about
it.
do.
He had enough time
I got you.
to cocktail his car, break in his house, put his dogs in the bathroom, and sit there and open gifts.
And that nigga still didn't race home.
He should have.
You knew he was there a long time.
He probably should have put that dog on FaceTime.
Did he say that
Probably
he was
dangle that dog around a little bit? Because I don't know.
Say, while this was going on, was he with Cassie the whole time while this was going on? Though, is that what he said?
Oh wait a minute. Hey, wait a minute. So wait, was Cassie there?
No,
no, he was,
okay.
was with Cudi.
He was with Cudi.
Oh wait a minute, Cassie. So I wanted to Cassie was like, "Hey, we better get the fuck up out of here."
Yeah.
But I know what Cudi was thinking. Like, everybody's scared of Puff. I'm telling you, that's why he was fired up.
Look, he didn't
He
go
was
home.
like, he was like, yo, now I want to fight Puff. And he called him and he said he thought about it. No, that's because Cassie was saying, you better leave this crazy nigga alone.
Word.
This nigga is crazy. And he thought it was tough. And he got home finally and saw that car, saw them gifts open, saw them dogs. He said the dogs didn't even come back to normal. It's almost like they thought he sexually assaulted the dogs or something.
Oh, wow.
You know how sick? What if, like, Puff is mad. He really loved this little skeezer.
But see, that also made me mad at Puff, though.
Now, whatever, I'm not gonna get into it because King said he wasn't, but it definitely is like, yeah, I don't know how I need to respect him a little bit more. That's all I'm gonna say. Need to respect him a little bit more because his levels of when you fuck with him and you mistreat him, he has another level
of no limits. He has no limits.
Yeah, you really just can't play. So yeah.
How do you outdo that?
I'll do it.
What he did, like you
open
said, you
somebody
have to kill
gifts.
Yeah, all that. How do you outdo that?
Tell me, man, you got dangle that dog outside that window.
No, you gotta go back and lay his ass out so he never do it again.
If I'm Cudi though, number one, if I'm Cudi, I'm not leaving my own premises. Like I'm not leaving my house. A nigga talking about he come to my house. Like you gonna come to me?
He was
like, so now now in the eyes of the law, I could probably do a little more to you now. You coming to me?
Cudi was like,
gone. Fuck
no,
it.
Cudi probably was like, man, fuck this nigga up. He called Cassie. Yeah, I'm finna fuck your nigga up right now. Come over. She's like, you better leave. You know, Cassie.
But you said Cassie was there.
D-Rock coming with him too. Uncle Paulie coming with him.
Okay.
This is two different things. Like. Shout out to Yato. Yato said to get back and stand with your broad. You got to be a different person to be like that. That ain't for everybody, Yato. Trust me, if Cudi was like that, he wouldn't have been in that courtroom because nobody who stayed with her would have went to that courtroom. The damage would have been done. He ain't like that.
I wondered if
I agree. If he really loved her, remember he backed down. That's why he's like Puff ran him off the block. He said he was in love with her. If I love somebody, I'm not backing down. I don't give a fuck if it's Mike Tyson. You better get your ass up out of here, Mike. This bullet got 30 in it. Feel me? So I'm not backing down. So for Cudi to be like, yeah, I never talk to her anymore.
Yeah, listen, man.
Cudi.
Say it again, you bitch.
No, Cudi is he from Ohio, right?
Like,
Cleveland.
New York, you wouldn't say it?
No, we definitely said he was in New York. If he's from the West Coast, I'm not talking no negative stuff about no West Coast people no more. Not one thing.
He's in Midwest, the Midwest. You got West.
Cudi for sure is a bitch. Like no way around that.
Yeah, he kind of
no way around that. A nigga can't come into my property and wait, how did Puff get in the house?
Listen. First off, there's no proof that he went in that man's house. I'm
saying allegedly.
It's all allegedly. Yeah, please.
This nigga got on.
Hey, you right, Pat.
What the fuck you mean?
Yeah. No, Puff didn't understand that he went in there.
No, Cudi did.
Cudi don't know for sure.
Allegedly, Puff went in that house and opened up all them presents and put that dog in that room. But I'm just wondering if Puff did go in that house, how did he get up in there?
They said he broke in the house.
Disabled the cameras and all that.
They said the cameras was repositioned. He didn't even cut them off.
Puff got
like, yo, like,
listen.
Yeah.
I don't even want no cat that make me act like that. Like, what do Cassie got going on to where she got Where she? No, I'm saying like no on some real shit. Like Cassie has a husband right now who impregnated her.
But I think he was a dog. He was like on some shit. He was like, nigga, I'll squab, white man was like, he'll squabble him up.
But no, I'm not even saying that. I'm saying like, what would make you? Ain't no way in hell I'm wifing Kathy after I hear.
He didn't know this. He just
so you think in the courtroom hearing this for the first time?
Hold on, he really walked out crying.
Yeah, the husband fucked up right now for this shit.
Ain't no way he didn't know some of that.
No, you hear about your girl getting peed on, all that shit.
I just heard Diddy used to have these parties where they be swinging.
No, bro, ain't no way she had this nigga in the courtroom, but she didn't warn him. You in the courtroom right now.
Women he do for the civil case.
Hold on,
bro. You think that
What
about the civil case? He didn't know nothing about the civil case.
No, but again, she didn't say everything she did.
Oh, okay.
She only talked about her positioning with Puff and then gave general ideas. Now we're hearing none of us knew this shit.
So you don't think I'm talking about him? No, he is bed pillow talk. She's not telling him. She's not. All right, look. Before we get into this courtroom,
no.
I've been peed on a lot.
Remember everybody she cheated with. She cheated with people that Puff introduced. That's Puff's trainer.
Before trainer is a whole different money. That sounds crazy saying that. Puff trainer.
Bro, that is kind of crazy.
Yeah, but I'm just saying though. So do you think Puffy paid him?
That's
to knock her down.
That's my thought.
In the beginning,
that's my thought, and they just fell in love.
They said that he called one time on FaceTime while Puff was fucking her.
Yeah,
and she called.
They was
he
together.
called her. Yeah.
Puff seemed like a cold freak to where he probably was like, "Hey, I'm gonna pay this trainer to do that while I'm away. Just send me videos." And it seemed like Puff would probably do something like that. But I'm just wondering what will possess this trainer to marry her.
Yeah, he white. He might be like a cuck.
No. What I heard was that I heard that he's like a big advocate on like domestic violence like that. Like his mom was like abused and stuff like that though. So like he was really like she told him the story. Yeah,
but I definitely she didn't tell him all of this shit.
Ain't no way because I heard he walked out crying. I would just thought maybe that's just reopen some old wounds or something. Because there ain't no way. How do you get him in the courtroom and then like I wonder did she look at him before she answered some of these questions like
she gone, bro. She gone, bro.
They peed on me a lot.
The husband did not know. He didn't know the play-by-play, and the play-by-play is everything. Do he know that they were swingers? Yes. He probably knew that they were swinging, but he didn't quite know to this degree of what happened.
He ain't know that.
He didn't know that people was pissing and shitting in her mouth.
Didn't know she was being degraded and shit like that.
Some stuff you can't come back for. Like, Cassie's a fun time, but you can't.
Yeah, you looks like a fun
You can't
time.
marry that.
Yeah.
You can't marry that.
Poor baby.
That's why, and that was Puff best eater right there, man. For real, man. He didn't want to let it go.
That shit crazy.
He didn't want to let it go.
And people, exactly, man. He didn't want to let her go.
He didn't want to let it go. You don't let your best eater go, B. You don't let your best eater go. No,
Best
you don't let your best eater go, B. She got to stick around, huh?
Did Puff sue Ciroc?
He sued De Leon. Was that the name of the company? No, De Leon was his company. Diraggio or some shit like that. What's it called?
Something for all this to happen.
Yeah.
Okay, because that's how I was hearing that he sued Ciroc or somebody, and this is what
the company that makes Ciroc he sued.
Okay, this is what piss people off doing, trying to take his own shit back.
Well, not his own shit. He really, Jay-Z did the same thing. They all really thought that these people was gonna give him this shit, and they didn't realize that was not the play.
Yeah, that's what I heard.
And they made him demand it, but Puff caught the same case.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I heard that was all because he tried to sue his company, and
what's funny.
I think, on Special Glasses though,
before.
Trap.
I think it was more than that though. I think it was that Charlemagne interview we did. I think that played a part of it though too. Remember that Charlemagne interview we did? When he talking about the whole black political power need to come together. We don't need to get Donald Trump in there. We need to make sure we go vote for Biden and all that shit like that. I think that right there played a part on it too, though.
Yeah, it might have been a mixture, but
Trump, I ain't helping that punk ass nigga.
Oh hell no, he. But hey, you was about to say something. I'm interested in what you about to say.
Yeah, what up?
Yeah, no. G was about to say something. What did he say? He started off. I was like, what did he about to say? Damn, what the fuck was you about to say?
My bad, bro.
I can't remember what G was about to say. He's about to say something. I know it was interesting. It sounded interesting. I was,
Nigga said one word like a game show and shit.
Man.
One word.
he did. It sound, he said like two or three words. And I was like,
know?
what is, because it sounded like,
Got this coach on the edge of his seat.
yeah, I was, though. I was, bro. I'm trying to
You on
think.
the road now.
Trying to think what he was about to say.
Shout out to Diamondback Photography. I want to hear Sugar Free's views on Puff's behavior. Oh man, that would be legendary.
Hell no.
Imagine the Sugar Free Puff's therapy.
Sugar free.
Shout
That'd
out
be
to
a
Diamondback
crazy.
Photography. Thank you for the $2. Is that version of Beach Cruiser available to buy? It's on iTunes. It's dope. It's called Beach Cruiser 2008. I just put it out last year, but yeah, that's a real story.
Sugar free wouldn't have found himself in this position.
No. Even Sugar Free now, he tried to come in, like he just couldn't do it. He tried to be regular. He's like, nah.
I don't even like we call that regular. Like that shouldn't even be called regular. What they doing?
So I don't know if I would call Cudi a rat. Like I don't think that's probably fair.
Just a bitch.
I think it runs along the same line of unaccountability. Like if you sleep with somebody, girl, I don't care if you're a civilian or not. Don't call the police when somebody whoop your ass or do something to you. Shout out to Tree. Hey, would you rather have niggas stream or buy the album? That's a great question. Buy the album, it makes more money. It makes more album. But you know, I understand we in a different time economically. So I've been doing things to make sure that I'm even able to benefit if you have to stream it. So it all works the same for me. Shout out to Fatima. Wow, that's cold. That line about how men are still looked as a prize and no matter what they put in their mouths, but the women, they never let them get back up.
Hmm?
You got to double down on that. That just sounded crazy.
What was that?
Pause.
Pause
that, team, because I don't know what happened right there.
That was crazy. That was crazy, Tima. Tima, you bugging, Tima. What's up with you?
That is happening.
No.
You little freaky frog? Yeah, yeah, man.
So one thing, you know, they haven't really brought no women prostitutes in to say Puff did anything.
I thought that was crazy.
Yeah, you know, I'm wondering why.
It is a month-long trial.
Yeah, but why you gonna run all these dudes, you know, escort dudes in, but haven't said anything?
Because you got to make him look like a monster.
They did with the exes. They ran his exes in.
Somebody got mad at me because I said that this trial is not what I thought it was gonna be. Like, to me, it's very, and this is me, it's very underwhelming. The shit that they saying about Puff is very underwhelming, bro. Like, it's not salacious. Like, you thought it was gonna be like, oh, this is crazy. A freak. Number one, is this what we thought a freak off was? Him and Cassie?
Nah. Yeah, nah.
Like, I didn't think.
No.
Do you think this is more overwhelming than what you? I thought it was about to be crazy.
Not the trial, but
the information coming out.
Like, bro, what is going on? What were y'all doing here?
Yo, did you hear about the what's name? Did you hear about him walking up in the room?
I didn't think he was having girl get nut on.
What'd you say? What'd you say, Trap?
I never.
Did you hear about him walking up in the room with looking like a Muslim lady, B? You heard about that part, B?
Oh, he was wearing a little mask, Puff.
Yo, Puff walked up in the room with that was crazy. Come on.
What they call it, a sharka, or what's it called?
I forgot.
He came in looking like a woman?
Looking like the Muslim ladies. Looking like the Muslim ladies, B.
It could have been a COVID mask, man.
No. They said he came through with the mask with his face with the chemo on.
Naked, walking through a house with a veil on.
Oh, just a veil, asshole neck. Oh, I'm out of there. I'm gone.
I just thought that was the tip of the iceberg, man. For Puff, I honestly thought this was gonna be way worse when I heard these stories.
You're right, because for sure the most gangsters thing I heard is him opening them presents.
Yeah, like that was when I heard the Kid Cudi situation. I said, "Oh, crimes."
I feel that way.
Crimes.
What's crazy is when he said they met at the Soho house. I'm like, so you met with somebody that did this to you and you didn't do nothing? Oh, there you go. That's what it's called, a hajib.
Yeah,
there you go. I think it was gonna be a lot worse, you know, than this here.
Shout out to Marcus Mitchell.
I thought it was gonna be a lot worse.
Shout out to Marcus Mitchell. You said Kanye never should have married that hoe. What you say about Puff cuffing that skeezer? Obviously, I don't need to say anything. See what he's going through because he cuffed that skeezer.
We bringing that back. We bringing that back right there.
Man, do the remix.
Cuff the skeezer.
Bring that back. Skeezer. Bringing skeezer. We bringing skeezer back. It's back.
I've been down to bring skeezer back.
It's back. She's a skeezer. She's a skeezer. Bringing that back.
Hella skeezer.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm a little nervous about talking about Cassie right now.
Well,
Man, you might be.
Puff might
still in
be
jail.
might go open our presents.
nah, Glasses for him, so we all right.
You said what?
Glasses is champion for him, so we all right.
Champion who?
Champion for Puff. So
I'm
we
not no
okay.
champion.
You know what I'm saying? So we good.
Okay, so I want to clear that up
So
too,
we good.
because I feel like number one, I don't think Glasses is champion Puff. I don't think I'm champion Puff. I don't think nobody's champion
It's
Puff.
not fair.
I think we're just saying it's not fair what's happening to him. Like, if you're going to get this man, just charge him with what he should be charged with. Like, hit him with the right charges. Hit him with the
Okay.
charges he should be charged
And
with.
that's champion for righteousness for Puff.
Yeah, that's just
It's not
righteousness.
champion. It's just righteous. You're a champion for righteousness.
Yeah, I'm champion. So
even for
champion
the
Puff.
even for the worst humans, anybody that's just
There
fair.
it is. Don't get around it, coach.
No, I'm just saying, like, when
We
I
want
heard,
fairness for everyone.
when you hear Rico, when you hear all this stuff that's supposed to be happening, and I start hearing this trial, it's very few crimes I've heard. Like, I got like, okay, the guns serial number scratched off of them. Okay, I can see this.
Yo, Revenge, stop your bullshit, Revenge. Stop your bullshit, Revenge. For real, Revenge. Cut that shit out, Revenge.
You know what I
He
was talking
fumbled.
about? Now you do that.
He fumbled.
Shout out to
What?
Tree.
What?
Shout out to Tree. Y'all seen a video of Puff as the Joker getting into a confrontational situation with some nigga off the street? No, that was an actor. He said, I knew everything I needed to know from that interaction. I looked at that interaction and thought to myself, man, I'd have punched Puff ass out. So I didn't get that from that.
Hey, and that's another thing. For Puff not to be so gangster to everybody and be a chump or whatever, why is nobody knocking Puff out? Like,
Because I
Puff
think
get away with
I
murder.
think he became a bully in the blog era. Like he stole on Drake. He bullied Kid Cudi.
stealing on Drake is like stealing on Cassie.
But you
Damn, coach. Damn, coach.
No, I'm saying, like, you getting points for that? Like, oh, he beat up Drake. Oh, like,
Yeah, Revenge, you ain't right, Revenge.
Drake will be outside waiting for coach.
Yeah, chill.
I
Take
don't know
that down. Take that down. B. Take that down. B. Take that down. Take that down. B.
I'm gonna let Drake beat me up, and I'm assuming
I thought you was my man, Revenge.
Coach
it's
think
Coach
he a
Snitch.
civilian still.
next podcast is Coach Snitch. Like,
Thought
You
you was
said
my
next
man,
podcast.
Revenge.
yeah,
Next show.
next show gonna be Coach Snitch. Like,
man. All I'm saying is, I just think that I don't know. He should have squabbled Puff. You know
he
what?
for sure.
He should never got on the stand. Period.
No, he shouldn't have.
That's
and
the
if
bottom
he
line.
had to, he could have
He
just said
didn't
he
have
forgot.
to. He could have took whatever they
Plead the
said.
fifth.
that
Plead the
they done
fifth.
wrong.
Well, he wasn't fighting no charges. I
So
agree.
he didn't have to get on the stand.
That's true.
You know.
I'll tell
He
that
just
whole
wanted
ass
to help
story.
the case.
He just wanted to get back. He wanted to get back at Puff for what he did.
That's how you get back at him, though. That don't seem like a
he
very.
go up there and testify against.
That
him
don't
and
seem like a
Puff
very
went to
manly
jail.
way to get back at
We didn't say
somebody.
it was manly because he didn't do nothing when it happened.
But I will say this: soon as Kid Cudi put on that wedding dress, the possibilities were endless. Like, I think that did open up a lot of doors for him to do weird stuff. So this seems Kid Cudi-ish. Like, this don't seem. I don't look at this and be like, oh, Kid Cudi's going out. It seemed like something Kid Cudi would do. Seemed like he'd go on the stands. Seemed like he'd run from Puff. Seemed like he'll testify. Don't seem like.
And he out there thanking people too for the supporting him and shit. I seen some
Yeah, this seemed
interview with that
very Kid
gay
Cudi-ish.
shit.
You know, him and Cassie seem like two lost souls who probably met. They probably both stopped each other from committing suicide on the same day or some shit. And
Both trying on.
yeah, just
They matching outfits.
yeah, that's what it.
trying on clothes and shit like two girls.
So I don't
Y'all
know.
ain't shit. Y'all ain't shit, man. Y'all messed
You
up.
know what I realized about all of this, bro? Niggas ain't shit, man.
Mhm.
I'm
Crazy.
thinking about all the people that
You
was
just
knocking-
realized that?
Yeah, because I always had faith in men. But I'm realizing, you know how many dudes like was with Cassie during this time and found out what he was doing and never said or did nothing. And some people all say like, well, she would have kept going back. And it's like, or she kept going back. But I was thinking like, so y'all was knocking this fractured lady down, cheating on her with her boyfriend that was like, oh, y'all is cold.
And nobody wanted to save her.
Wait a minute here. Duh. Like, wait a minute. What's happening right now?
Send it right back home.
Like, you
King.
a real predator, B.
Hold on, Trap. Hey, Trap. Hey, Trap King, because I see where glasses are.
What up, what up, what
Where's the
So,
predator?
y'all knocked down Cassie in the midst of this, and y'all see what's going on. Do y'all try to save Cassie? Do y'all be like,
Would've
hey,
never knocked her down. Once she
I'm
started,
calling her Uber shit. I'm calling her Uber shit. Sending her back home. I'm done. That's it, B.
Exactly. That's the
gotta
most you can get from me. It's like,
Yeah, you get an Uber share.
I have a talk with you like, hey man, you might want to try to fix some shit. It's crazy what's going on with you. All right, but you got to skedaddle. Like,
Yeah, you gotta go though. You gotta go before the sun come up.
Call 911 for it. What?
I mean,
So
I would have never talked to her.
Is she ruined for life?
To me.
Well,
Cause you know,
first off, if she taking pictures with Puff and running around Puff, I'd have never slept with her.
For sure.
Yeah.
But if I didn't know, and then she would have told me, like, I'm in this abusive, like when girls would tell me stuff like that, I would stop talking.
Okay, let me rephrase that.
Heavy.
If I was in that situation, me being me, I would have knocked her down. No, I'm just saying. No, let me explain though, because I don't know Puff. Like if I'm Kid Cudi, no, I'm not doing that. I'm not. If we got any type of relationship,
Okay,
If you're a total stranger, that's
for you.
at the store. or something.
What if she start telling you her story?
after I knocked her down, I don't hear stories before I knock you down. Like I
What
don't.
if she told you before?
I don't know how she got that out to me because that's not how it works. But all right, cool. She told me before, then I gotta send you back to the pool. Like I gotta send you back out there. That's one of them fishes you throw back in the pond. Like I can't be messing with no. Me and my boys used to always have a saying: we don't mess with bruised fruit. So
that's a nice saying.
I'm saying like
that is a fucking chauvinistic,
that's
horrible
a nice saying.
saying.
Well, wait a minute.
That's a nice saying. I like that, Coach.
I'm just saying like
Don't mess with bruised fruit.
Deep in the West,
Man.
I'm just saying like if you got too much drama baggage, man.
Shout out to Keisha B. Where's my new G Malone music? But great show with interesting takes. New G Malone music, June 10th.
Fire.
Officially.
Fire.
That's a fact.
Fire.
June 10th.
Pre-orders coming up. Pre-orders coming up soon. Pre-orders coming up soon.
Yo, always calling during the show, but won't get on.
Still, what's up?
Still in?
We on the show.
Still always call during the show, but won't get on.
Yep, we almost done now. All right. Everybody waiting on everybody.
Still gotta pull up, man.
Yeah, well, he getting on. He always interrupted, but never get on.
I'm gonna come on next week.
Yeah. Yeah. It's still up on here.
No Ceilings Live, the lunch hour every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, right here, noon Pacific Standard Time, digital soapbox.
Oh,
click the thumbs up button right now. Let everybody know you in the house.
You should have Still Long talk about Kid Cudi from Cleveland.
Oh, that's a great question.
Oh, wow.
No Ceilings
yeah, you should have.
Still from Cleveland?
Yeah.
Still is from Cleveland.
Let's see how you feel about
LeBron,
that.
man.
Hold up. They all the whole lunch table, everybody said to ask you a question.
Ask me a question about what?
Kid Cudi is from Cleveland. How do you feel about him taking a stand?
Man, that's on that nigga. That nigga from he's from the funny part of Cleveland anyway.
He said he ain't from my part of
From
Cleveland.
across the track. From across the track.
He's
From across the track.
You ain't from St. Clair?
Oh, you know what,
Only him and Uncle Chuck from there.
Don't count, man. Kid Cudi is almost like metrosexual.
Almost.
Hey, that's what I said, Jill. You see through that dress on.
Put that metro up out there. Put that HO up in there, man. Let's go, man. He's over here.
In the fashion and skateboards and stuff like that. You know what I mean?
What Trap say?
You know, he does songs day and night. They tell you all you need to know about it. Day and night.
Night.
The Lone Stone, everything is free, my mind.
Hey, but did he snitch?
He gonna sing it.
Oh, you don't kill me. He's not no gangbanger.
What does gangbanger got to do with anything?
No, but I'm just saying he's not a street nigga. That nigga don't come.
It's ain't a civilian. It's ain't a civilian.
Oh,
But
even if you
he's
see
not free
somebody's
from
wife
Cleveland.
and then you tell somebody whoop your ass, you don't think that's a bit funny?
Oh, you know what he was messing with her when he was messing with her?
He introduced her to her to do the songs, and they're supposed to be doing songs, and he started putting his penis in her mouth.
Yeah, that was on her because she was a little, you know, he didn't know what he was dealing with. He shouldn't have cared. He probably was somewhere watching and serving himself while he was watching it.
Is Cudi wrong, though?
He probably like
He said it's Cudi wrong. King said it's Cudi wrong.
Is Cudi wrong? Man, I'm gonna tell you like this.
Yeah, that's why we need him here.
He has certain genes inside of him. Everybody ain't disciplined. You know what I mean? It's like, hell yeah, he was wrong. He shouldn't have been messing with the homie's girl for sure. You know what I mean?
Bingo.
No matter what she did, if anything, he was wrong. Didn't have the right to whoop his ass.
Diamondback Photography said, let you know we're bringing back the word skeezer.
Yep.
Well, yeah, we need to bring back if that's what she is. She's a
Bye, still. No Ceilings Live, the lunch hour. So yeah, June 10th, dropping dropping some music. Really interesting way I'm putting it out.
Is the video
Definitely
coming
gonna
out
need y'all
then?
pre-orders. Yep, everything June 10th. So yeah, that's the first song. Then we dropping another one 2 or 3 weeks after. Then another 2 or 3 weeks after. So Squish every 2 to 3 weeks. You know what I mean? We dropping songs. Till we drop the whole different project. So it's gonna be good. It's gonna be interesting.
It's
No
gonna be-
Ceilings Live.
Every song get better.
Yep, No Ceilings Live, the lunch hour. Every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, right here, noon Pacific Standard Time on Digital Soapbox. Click the thumbs up button. Let everybody know you're in the house. If you're on Twitter, retweet this link. If you're on Facebook, share this post. We do this stream to support the No Ceilings podcast. Just dropped a great episode. You can check out the No Ceilings podcast on iHeart Podcast, Apple Podcasts, or anywhere you get your podcast from.
Can somebody tell me how many likes we got since I can't look at my phone no more?
That's not.
I was trying to look at it. I just made a whole bunch of noises.
Oh, okay. Let me
I was
know,
trying to figure
Trap.
out. I couldn't see it. She won't.
The
oh,
No
let me see.
Ceilings podcast, executive produced by Charlamagne the
aggressive,
God,
talking shit about us.
the
No, he's a
Black
tyrant, you said, so he's
Podcast
okay.
Network, and iHeart. That's not true. Because you be looking down when people talking to you. See, and then they like, I'm wrong. I'm like, you're talking to people. They can see you.
Hello.
We have
Right,
55
still.
likes. That's a lot of
All right, there you go.
See, when
We got-
I'm
we got
looking, I get the likes
1,330
up there.
people watching all together.
When I'm on the like
And
bus,
we
I get
have
all the likes up
So
there.
many people on
Can I get my
YouTube.
job back?
What?
Can I get my like job back?
As long as you don't be stared down at your
No,
phone,
God
He
damn, I
want you
can't
to be
get my
quick with it.
job
He
back.
just be quick.
people
Just be
want
quick.
your attention. They're coming
I'm
here
gonna
to
become
see
a
you,
coach
King.
and a trainer. I get away with shit.
No, coach, don't look down. I told them, I was like, man, don't look down at your phone often because people kind of staring at you. All right. Head over to thecripstore.com.
Oh, question. Are we gonna have a show Monday? Monday's a holiday.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't miss, yeah.
Yeah, no days off. No days off.
Yeah, no days off. NDO.
He said no days.
Ferris Bueller. You know?
Hey, watch me. I'm gonna be on time Monday too.
You gonna be on time?
www.thecripstore.com.
You think you're gonna be on time at 12?
Coach with his bag of caramellos. I'm crying.
Can I do a burrito on that one?
No, yeah. Oh, you want to?
You know that you're gonna be on
No,
time.
yeah,
Yeah.
you're gonna
Monday.
lose that.
Yo, who you got? Who you
thought
got?
I
I
was
don't
Coach.
work on Monday. I'm not gonna do nothing Monday. So I'm gonna be here.
You ain't gonna go train Monday?
No, I'm not training Monday. I'm gonna chill.
Oh, okay.
You know, my birthday tomorrow.
So
Oh,
we
yeah, it's
having a
your birthday,
barbecue?
Coach.
Oh, it's your birthday tomorrow?
Yeah, tomorrow.
So
Happy
Monday we having a
B-Day, man.
birthday
Happy
party
B-Day
for
now,
Coach.
huh?
Yeah, I'll get
Yeah,
you a
definitely.
So Monday we having a birthday party for Coach. Y'all make
All
sure
right,
y'all here
perfect.
Monday. We're gonna get this thing cracking. Much love to everybody. We'll see y'all Monday.
Easy.
Peace.
This would have been a great weekend for the barbecue, Squish, but we working on it.